Hey, this is Iron Wolf Isaac, and today I'm going to be doing a retrospective on the Wii U. So, we got the Wii U. It was the system that came after the Wii, and it's Nintendo's first high definition game console. It's also the last Nintendo system to use discs. I'd say it's a pretty good console. I'd say it's underrated. And it has games like New Super Mario Bros. U. This was kind of a launch title for the system. I don't think that this should have been the launch title, because it's not that much different from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but it is a good platformer for Mario, and it might be the best New Super Mario Bros. Game. You also have games that I don't think have been released yet on newer systems. We have The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD, and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. And I'd say that these are good Zelda games. I haven't beaten them yet, but I'd say that they're good games. And for Twilight Princess, I have this Wolf Link amiibo, and that's one thing that was introduced with the Wii U that's cool, is pretty much action figures that can unlock stuff in some games. Got cool stuff like this one. Also got indie game Shovel Knight. Say that this is one of my favorite games. Favorite games in general. And it's pretty nice to play on a system that was made by the company that was around for the retro games. And it's cool that even though people didn't really play this system, it's cool that they had all the DLC downloadable and for free for Shovel Knight. And games like Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. And you also had a new series, Splatoon, which is a pretty cool universe and has some pretty cool characters, and was pretty cool for the online matchmaking. And you also have the cool idea of Mario Maker for the system, starting this cool idea of making your own Mario levels officially. And it's cool that you can make different styles like Mario Bros. 1, 3, World, and New Super Mario Bros. U. cool that they have the classic Mario games and the new. Also have the virtual console, which this was the last Nintendo system to feature the virtual console, which I'd say the virtual console is better than the Switch Online and Switch Online. That's the Switch 2 online services. Since with the virtual console you own the games, and with the online services for the Switch and the Switch 2, once you don't pay for the service, you don't get the game or games. And I got to play some classics like Super Mario World and Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64. And I also got to play Mario Kart 64 and I officially got to play some of my favorite games of all time for the two original Donkey Kong Country games. So it's cool that I got to play some Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 classics for the first time. For their classic versions. It's cool that I got to play those. And this system is also backwards compatible with the Wii. So you can play Wii games like this for Mario Kart Wii. There's also this underrated sports game for Mario on the Wii that you can play on the Wii U. Sadly, European nations didn't get to experience this game, but I'd say that this is one of my favorite it's one of my favorite games as well. It's pretty fun for the sport, the baseball matches, and the motion controls work pretty well with this game. They also work well with Mario Kart Wii. And for the controllers, you can use a Wiimote with this system. You can use it to play Wii games, or you can use it as like a second player. Or if you're playing like 2 players in New Super Mario Bros. U, you can use both your Wiimotes if you have 2. And the main gamepad is pretty cool. Works well with the use for touch stuff like in Mario Maker. And it started the idea of playing your game on a separate screen, which the Switch would go full with that idea. But the Wii U started the playing games on your controller, and it works pretty well for this system. I've enjoyed playing games on this controller. transfer on the screen. And it's also a comfortable controller to use in general. And it works pretty well in games like Mario Kart 8, which I'd say Mario Kart 8 is the best game on this system anyways. I've had so many memories playing Mario Kart 8. Two-player with my sister. It's a pretty fun game. And the graphics overall are pretty good on this system. Has good HD visuals, and it also makes the Wii games look pretty good too. And for the system itself, it has a pretty sleek design, and it's like a sleeker Wii. It's pretty nice. So overall, I'd say that the system had and has good games to check out. And this system is probably the best way to play original Wii games, and the best picture quality. And say that this is from less greedy Nintendo. So that's cool. It had some pretty cool ideas, but it didn't do well. But overall, I'd say that this is a pretty nice system, and it's the first Nintendo home console that I ever played, or at least I've ever owned. So I might have played some other console for this, but this is the at least the first Nintendo console that it's a home console that we own. So overall, it's a pretty good system of pretty good games. And so I hope you enjoyed this retrospective on the Wii U. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope you have a blessed day. Signing out.